What if Rimuru we are pirates, One Piece x tensura, wealth, fame, power. Gol D. Roger, the king of the pirates, obtained this and everything else the world had to offer, and his dying words drove countless souls to the sea, marking the beginning of the great pirate era. Join Monkey D. Luffy, a boy who ate the gum fruit, and his twin sister Monkey D. Rimuru, a girl who ate the slime fruit, on their adventure across the sea to search for the One Piece. Chapter 1. Rubber, Slime and the Straw Hat. On a small harbor village somewhere in the East Blue, a group of pirates has made it their base. Despite having pirates in the village is very peaceful. At the moment, the pirate crew were preparing for their next voyage when a young boy with black hair stood on the head of the ship. Pirate: "Hey, Luffy! What are you up to now?" The boy, whose name is Luffy, raised a knife. "Luffy, I've had it with you guys. You'll have to take me seriously after I show you guys how tough I am." "Luffy, don't do anything stupid," a girl with black hair shouts. "Luffy, shut up, Rimuru. If we don't show them how tough we are, they won't take us seriously." "Captain, come on, Rimuru. Just let your brother do whatever it is already so that it will be over." The captain of the crew pats Rimuru on her head. "Rimuru, you know how stupid Luffy is, Shanks." The captain of the pirate crew, named Shanks, only laughed off Rimuru's worries. "Shanks, I know, but what will he do?" Everyone looked at Luffy in shock when he used the knife he was holding to cut his face. "Luffy, YOWWW. Everyone, you idiot! Why the heck did you do that?" Everyone rushed Luffy to the doctor. After Luffy was patched up, they went to the local tavern and used Luffy's courage as an excuse to party. "Luffy, it didn't hurt at all." Tears formed in Luffy's eyes, which said otherwise. "Rimuru, you liar! I know you're dumb, but this is just plain crazy." Rimuru turns her attention to Shanks. "Rimuru, Shanks, just let us join your crew so that Luffy won't do anything stupid like this again." Shanks burst out laughing. "Shanks, you too? Pirates? Impossible. We call Luffy an anchor because he can't swim, and since you're his twin sister, you probably couldn't swim either." Rimuru and Luffy slammed their hands on the bar table. "Rimuru, being twins has nothing to do with me not being able to swim. I can swim just fine. And besides, I'm much smarter than Luffy. Luffy, and if I don't fall overboard, then it doesn't matter if I'm an anchor. And I'm a strong fighter." Luffy punched the air. "Luffy, my punches are as fast as pistols, and Rimuru's been practicing using weapons too." Shanks made a bored look. "Shanks, is that so? Luffy, are you doubting me?" The rest of Shanks' crew began to tell stuff to calm down Rimuru and Luffy, which also made them excited to become pirates. "Pirate, come on Captain, let's just take the runts with us for one trip, just this once." The two kids' eyes sparkled with someone in the crew asking Shanks. "Shanks, sure, but two of you will stay behind." The crew quickly changed their minds and continued to party. Luffy: "Hey, Rimuru, I thought you guys were on our side?" Rimuru pouted when a woman who owned the tavern placed a bowl of oranges in front of Rimuru. "Here, Rimuru, why don't you eat these and calm down?" Rimuru: "Thanks, Makino." The woman now known as Makino smiled at Rimuru. Rimuru started to eat some oranges that Makino gave her to calm down and planned to try asking again later. Shanks: Now, don't get upset Luffy. Here, have some juice." Shanks gave Luffy a drink, which he happily accepted, which made Shanks burst into laughter. Shanks: "See, a real pirate doesn't drink juice." Luffy: "Hey, you tricked me." Everyone in the diner began laughing, which made Luffy angry again. Luffy: "Stop laughing. Rimuru, help me out." As they were laughing, the door suddenly was broken down. "Excuse us." The building became silent as another group entered. All eyes were on the leader of the group as he approached the counter with his goons. Makino: "Welcome gentlemen. What can I do for you?" Bandit leader: "We're mountain bandits. And we didn't come here to terrorize your place. We just want 10 barrels of booze." Rimuru: "The place is out of those. All the adults in this room drank it all." Bandit leader: "Is that so?" Makino: "Yes, she's right. We've unfortunately just run out." Tension filled the air. Shanks: "Sorry about that, but there is still one bottle left. You can have it if you want. It hasn't even been opened yet." Shanks smiled as he offered the bandit the last bottle. Angry at what Shanks and his crew did, the bandit leader smashed the bottle and soaked Shanks. Bandit leader: I'm a wanted man worth 8 million berries. One bottle isn't enough. Shanks. Aw man, now the floor's wet, and that's a waste of a perfectly good drink. Sorry Makino, I'll clean it up. Could you get a mop for me? Makino. Sure, right away. Shanks went down to pick up the shards as Makino ran to get a mop and a towel. Rimuru noticed the bandit drew out his sword. She pulled Luffy and the oranges away as the bandit damaged the counter. After Rimuru pulled Luffy away, Luffy noticed a fruit inside a small treasure chest and ate it without thinking. Bandit leader, if you like cleaning so bad, then this mess should be more fulfilling. TCH, a place with no drinks is not worth my time. The bandits left the building, and the bandit leader's actions made Luffy and Rimuru furious. Makino went to check on Shanks. Makino, are you okay? Are you hurt? Shanks waved off her concerns. Shanks, I'm fine, no harm done. After a few seconds, everyone except Rimuru, Luffy, and Makino burst out laughing. Rimuru, what's so funny? Luffy, why are you laughing? You should have fought back Shanks. Rimuru, instead you let them make you look like a weakling. Shanks smiled at the two, happy that they cared. Shanks, look, you two, I know how you feel. But the guy just spilled some booze on me. It's not worth getting bent out of shape. Rimuru. HMPH. Whatever. Rimuru sat down to eat when she noticed a large blue orange was mixed into her oranges. Rimuru, that wasn't there before. I wonder what it tastes like? Rimuru started to peel the strange fruit. Luffy began walking away. Shanks grabbed Luffy's arm. Shanks, hey, where are you going? Luffy, to find a real role model. As Luffy walked away, Shanks realized he was still holding on to Luffy. He then also realized Luffy's arm stretched. Everyone spat out their drinks in shock. Rimuru, yuck, that's so gross. What's everyone surprised at? Rimuru turned around and saw Luffy's stretched out arm. Rimuru, EHHHH? What happened? Shanks, his arm stretched. Pirate 1, does this mean? Did he? Pirate 2, he couldn't have. Luffy, what's going on? Pirate 3, it's not here. The gum fruit we stole from the Marines is gone. A fat pirate held an empty chest and then stood in front of Luffy while holding a drawing of the fruit. Pirate 3, Luffy, you didn't eat this fruit, did you? Luffy, yeah, I ate it, and it tasted gross. Pirate 4, Captain, there's another fruit right here. But this one has been partially eaten. Shanks, huh? Where the heck did that one come from? Duisho ate it. Rimuru, I found it mixed with my oranges and ate it. It was gross. Shanks took a closer look at the peel and realized which fruit it is. Shanks, no, it can't be. Is it really? Shanks quickly grabbed Rimuru by the legs and violently shook her. Rimuru, wah! Shanks, spit it out now, before it's too late. Rimuru, what are you doing? Why are you shaking me like a bag of jelly? After a few shakes, Rimuru's legs turned into a blue goo, and she fell face first onto the floor. As Rimuru's feet turned to goo too and slipped off Shanks' grasp, her body became a large blue blob. Luffy. Shanks, what did you do? You turned my sister into a giant blue booger. Rimuru then reforms back to normal except her eyes were now gold and her hair is now blue. Luffy. Rimuru, what happened to your hair? It's blue. Rimuru, what's going on? Shanks scoops up Rimuru and places her next to Luffy. Shanks, okay, listen here. What you two ate is what's called a devil fruit. And if you eat any of them, then you'll lose your ability to swim for the rest of your lives. Luffy. Rimuru. What? Shanks, what Luffy ate is called the gum fruit, which turns his body into rubber, and for Rimuru, I'm not sure where you got your hands on it, but what you ate is the slime fruit, which lets you turn into a slime and lets you eat anything. Rimuru, Luffy, no way. A few weeks later, word had spread around the village that Luffy became a rubber man and Rimuru became a slime woman. While Luffy is going about his day with a big grin on his face doing some grocery shopping with Rimuru, Rimuru is bouncing alongside him in her slime form. Luffy. Hey, Mr. Fishmonger. Rimuru. Give us some fish. Rimuru plopped on Luffy's head. Fishmonger. Hey, you two. You both seem to be in a good mood lately. Those pirates have been gone for a while and you two couldn't swim anymore. Luffy. It doesn't matter if we sink like a rock if we don't go overboard, and I'm happy I ate the gum fruit. Luffy pulled his cheeks. Luffy. Look what I can do. You think getting gawked at because you both are freaks is a good thing, eh? Rimuru, Luffy. Good morning, Mayor. Rimuru jumped onto Luffy's head, still in her slime form. Rimuru, well, we couldn't really change that, Mr. Mayor, so we might as well get used to it. Mayor, I guess that's true. But I got to ask, how can you see when your slime form doesn't have eyes? Rimuru, honestly, I have no clue. I just do. Later, the two went to Makino's tavern for lunch. Suddenly, the bandits returned to the tavern. Later, Makino ran to the mayor's house in distress. Makino, Mayor, we've got a problem. Mayor, Makino, what's wrong? Makino, Luffy and Rimuru were taken by the mountain bandits. Mayor, what? We better hurry. Makino and the mayor rushed out to save the twins. Meanwhile, in the middle of town, the bandits were toying with Rimuru and Luffy, while the other villagers could only cower in their homes. The duo tries to fight back, but they don't know how to use their abilities, and being inexperienced in combat only got them bullied by the bandits. Villager 1, hey, we gotta help those two. Villager 2, are you crazy? Those bandits will kill us. Villager 3, yeah, and besides, Luffy started the fight and got his sister dragged in, even though I heard from Makino that Rimuru tried to stop Luffy from doing something stupid again. Luffy is pinned to the ground by the leader while Rimuru tries to pry Luffy free. Rimuru, move your foot. Luffy, let me go, you stinking mountain ape. Bandit 1, what's up with those brats? Bandit 2, yeah, our punches and kicks aren't working. Bandit leader, a rubber boy and a slug girl. Looks like we've discovered a couple of new life forms. Maybe we could sell them to a freak show and make a fortune. Rimuru, I'm a slime. You dumb goblins. The bandit leader smacked Rimuru away. Suddenly, the mayor and Makino arrived. Mayor, let the kids go. The mayor got to his hands and knees and bowed down. Mayor, I don't know what Luffy did, and I have no intention of fighting you people, but if it's money you want, you'll get it. So please let them go. Rimuru, Mr. Mayor, Luffy, Mayor, bandit leader, you know how the world works. Nice try, old man, but I'm afraid it's too late. No one can save these brats now. The boy attacked me. The bandit began to repeatedly step on Luffy's face. Bandit leader, and they both called me names. I can't take those insults from freaks like these. Rimuru, you started this, you dumb bandit. Luffy, yeah, you mountain macaque. Bandit leader, that does it. I ain't gonna sell you too. I'm gonna kill you both. Makino, no, Mayor, please, forgive them. Shanks and his crew suddenly appeared, surprising Makino and the mayor. Shanks, nobody came to greet us at the harbor. I was wondering what's going on. Oh, it's you mountain bandits again. Makino, Shanks, the bandit leader glares at Shanks. Bandit leader, so you pirates are back, huh? Shanks, Luffy, didn't you say your punches were like pistols? Luffy, shut your mouth. Bandit leader, I don't know what you want, but you'd better scram before you get hurt. Come any closer and we'll have to kill you cowards. A bandit walked up to Shanks and pointed a gun at his head. Bandit, you heard him. Come closer or I'll blow your heads off. The bandits began laughing. Shanks, you're putting your life on the line by pointing that at me. Bandit, huh? What are you talking about? Shanks glances at the bandit, then points at the gun. Shanks, I'm saying that guns aren't for threats. Suddenly, one of Shanks' crew members appeared and killed the bandit. The action shocked everyone. Bandit 1, you're a dead man. Bandit 2, that's not fair. Pirate 1, dirty. Pirate 2, what do you landlubbers think, we're saints or something? Shanks, you fellas are staring at a crew of pirates, and we don't play by the rules. Bandit, this is none of your business. Shanks, listen up, bandits. You can spill drinks on me, throw food at me, or even spit on me. I'll only just laugh it off and forget about it. But, Shanks glares at the bandits, causing them to flinch. Shanks, but regardless of your reason, you'll pay for hurting my friends. Bandit leader, ha 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 ha, so we're going to pay, huh? You lousy pirates. Kill them all, men. The bandits charge at Shanks and his crew, but all of them were wiped out in an instant by Shanks' right-hand man named Ben. Ben, if you really want to kill us, then you should bring a battleship. Intimidated by the pirates, the bandit leader used a smoke bomb to distract everyone. Shanks, a smokescreen. As the smoke clears, Luffy and the bandit are gone. Shanks, Luffy? Shanks and his crew began to panic. Shanks, oh no! I let that guy take him. What are we gonna do? Pirate, don't worry, Captain, we just got to find him. Rimuru, the bandit took him to the sea. Shanks and his crew looked at Rimuru, surprised that she knows where they went. Shanks, Rimuru, how'd you know? Rimuru, I don't know. I just do. It's like I can see them as if I'm right there. Rimuru held her head in confusion. Shanks, is she using observation haki? And at this age? Shanks, alright, I'll head there now. Everyone else spread out in case Rimuru is wrong. Crew, yes, Captain. As Shanks was about to leave, Rimuru held onto his coat and looked at him with tears in her eyes. Rimuru, please, save my brother. Shanks smiled and knelt down. Shanks, don't worry, I'll save Luffy. Shanks then ran off and dove into the sea. He then swam after Luffy and the bandit. Meanwhile, in the middle of the ocean, after making a safe getaway, the bandit threw Luffy into the sea. Luffy splashed around trying not to drown. Bandit leader, ha 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 ha, sorry kid, but I don't seem to have a use for you anymore. As the bandit laughed maniacally, Luffy's splashing caught the attention of a massive sea beast which rose from the sea. Bandit leader, what the hell is that? Ah, monster. Growl roar. It opened its maw and ate the bandit leader, then it noticed Luffy splashing nearby. It swam towards Luffy, but before it could eat him, Shanks appeared. The monster ate Shanks' arm before Shanks glared at it, releasing his conqueror's haki. Shanks, get lost. Shaking in fear, the sea monster swam away. After the monster left, Shanks thanked Luffy for standing up for them to the bandits. Luffy, still clinging on to Shanks, is still in tears from not only fear, but also guilt for what he said. Luffy kept crying as Shanks carried him back to shore. Once they reached shore and made their way back to town, everyone was surprised that Shanks came back with a missing arm. Rimuru pounced onto Luffy and beat him up while crying. Rimuru, you big dummy! Why didn't you listen to me? You could have died if Shanks wasn't here. You really scared me, and Shanks lost his arm because of you. As Rimuru kept punching Luffy, Luffy felt some of Rimuru's punches and screamed in pain while apologizing, begging Rimuru to stop hurting him. Shanks, now she knows how to use armament haki too. But judging by how infrequently Luffy felt pain, it seems like she has no control of it, and the same could be said for her observation haki. Shanks and his crew only watched as Luffy got beaten up by his sister. From those experiences, Luffy and Rimuru understood why Shanks won't take them out to sea, as they both are too weak and the dangers are too great. A few days later, Shanks and his crew began loading supplies onto their ship. Luffy, so you're leaving? Shanks, yeah, it was a nice extended vacation, but we have to set sail for the Grand Line now. I bet you two will miss me, right? Luffy, yeah, but this time it's different. We decided to become pirates together. Shanks looks at Luffy while sticking his tongue out. Shanks, I wouldn't take you two anyway. You'll never make it as a pirate. Your sister on the other hand is clever enough to last longer than you. Shanks' comment made Luffy angry. Shanks then realized that Rimuru isn't here. Shanks, by the way, where's your sister? Luffy went from angry to confused. Luffy, dunno, she was with me earlier. One of Shanks' crew came out of the ship while holding Rimuru from the back of her shirt and approached Shanks and Luffy. Pirate, yo, Captain. I found a stowaway. Apparently, she thought it would be funny to embarrass you by making us come back here to drop her off after you said goodbye to the lad. Rimuru raised her hand while making a cheeky grin. Rimuru, he, sup. Shanks, thanks a lot, you sup. That would be really awkward and embarrassing. Luffy. Rimuru, you liar. I thought we'd become captains and become king of the pirates together. And surpass Shanks and his crew. Rimuru, calm down, would you? I was gonna prank them. Shanks, he, you two think you'll surpass us? In that case, Shanks took off his hat and gave it to Luffy to calm him down. Shanks, I'll leave this hat to the two of you. It means more to me than anything in the world. So you two better take care of it, understand? I want you two to bring this hat back to me someday, when you both become great pirates. Rimuru and Luffy began shedding tears and nodded as Shanks and his crew board their ship. 10 years later, the villagers are bidding Luffy farewell. Makino. Well, he's finally setting out and meeting up with Rimuru out at sea, eh, Mayor? I'll miss those two troublemakers. Mayor, if they do become pirates, they'll only bring great shame to the village. Luffy is on a small boat rowing out to sea. Luffy, it's a great day to set out to sea. Once I've gathered a crew, I'll meet up with you, Rimuru. Suddenly, the sea monster from 10 years ago rose from the sea. Luffy, our local sea monster. It's good to see you again, but I'll have to apologize. Luffy stood up and reeled back his fist. Luffy, because I have a move I've been practicing for a while. The sea monster lunged at Luffy. Luffy, gum gum. Luffy then launched his fist and punched the monster in the face, driving it away. Luffy, pistol. Watch out world, here I come. Meanwhile, in a marine base at an island somewhere in the East Blue, the sound of footsteps echoes across an empty hallway, except for a girl with blue hair walking through the hall. Rimuru stops and stares out the window. Rimuru, I think it's about time he set sail. She smiled as she looked at the sky, then continued her stroll, causing the sounds of her footsteps to echo once more. Chapter 2. Enter Loguetown. After leaving the village and setting out to sea to begin his crew hunting adventure, he rescued the pirate hunter, Roronoa Zoro, from being executed while liberating an island from Marine Captain Axe Hand Morgan. Then he was joined by a thief while defeating Buggy the Clown. He then recruited Usopp, who is locally known as the Liar, and acquired a ship called the Going Merry after foiling the plans of the former pirate Captain Kuro. After acquiring a ship, Luffy, with the help of Usopp, painted their Jolly Roger, a skull and crossbones that's wearing a straw hat. After a while of sailing, they went to the ocean restaurant called the Barati to search for a cook. During a scuffle with Don Krieg and one of the 7 warlords, Hawkeye, Mihawk, the thief took the Going Merry and had Usopp, along with Zoro and his old friends Johnny and Yosaku, go after the thief. After defeating Don Krieg, Luffy got a cook for the crew named Sanji. Luffy, alongside Sanji and Johnny, who came back to inform them of the island where they are going, set sail to go catch up with Zoro, Usopp, and Yosaku. Luffy and his crew then fought and defeated the fishman named Arlong and his group known as the Arlong Pirates, liberating the islands they ruled and earning the loyalty of the thief named Nami as she officially joined the crew as the navigator. The crew is sailing to the Grand Line when the news of Luffy's first bounty caused Luffy to be excited, as Usopp and Sanji couldn't wait for theirs, to the distraught of Nami. Currently, the crew is in a meeting to discuss how to enter the Grand Line. Nami. Talking to you drives me completely insane. Luffy, we need to stop on an island first. Time to get some meat. Meat. Nami then points at an island on a map. Nami, there's a famous city on this island known as Loguetown. Luffy. Loguetown? Luffy then remembered something. Luffy, oh, that's right. I was supposed to get Rimuru from that place before going into the Grand Line. Usopp, you did mention you had a sister sometimes. Sanji, your sister heart, I want to meet her heart. Nami, yeah, I'm actually curious about her, too. What's she like? Luffy, well, she's my twin sister, and we get along pretty well. We'd often play or pull pranks on the other villagers. Zoro, why would we need to pick her up? Luffy, well, when we were kids we decided that when we become pirates, we'd be captains of the same crew. Usopp, a crew with 2 captains? Won't that make things chaotic? Luffy, well, it sounds fun to me, and she said that it would be a really good idea. Nami, why is that? Luffy, I don't know, I never got a chance to ask her. Grandpa would often take her to school on another island, so we usually had to spend time during her summer break or on holidays together. Sanji, Nami, Usopp, Zoro, if she goes to school then she's probably at least smarter than Luffy. Nami, well, I guess we know who's got the brains in the family. Usopp, yup, that makes total sense. She's the brains and Luffy's the brawn. I'd feel safer with her along to make strategies. Sanji got hearts in his eyes. Sanji, if she's Heart the strategist then I shall protect Rimuru Heart and I'll be her Tilda Heart Knight in shining armor. Luffy, oh, you don't need to do that. She's really strong. Zoro, how strong is she? Luffy, one time when we were kids, some pirates came to stop by on our island. I got my devil fruit from them and Rimuru's fruit just appeared out of nowhere. Usopp, she's got powers too? Nami, so what kind of devil fruit did she eat? Luffy, she ate the slime fruit. Sanji, slime? Zoro, so does that mean her fruit turned her body into slime like how yours turned you into rubber, or does it make her slimy? Sanji got mad and kicked Zoro. Sanji, don't you dare call a lady slimy, jackass. Zoro. I was just asking about her powers, and besides, either way she'll still be slimy. Zoro and Sanji started fighting. Nami. Would you two cut it out? Luffy. No, her body didn't become slimy, but it did turn her hair blue because when she transforms, her slime form was blue too. Sanji and Zoro stopped fighting. Sanji. She has blue heart hair? She sounds even more beautiful heart. Usopp. So she can turn into a slime? Luffy. Yeah, plus her powers can let her do a bunch of really cool things. Nami. Like what? Luffy. Hey, you'll see. Zoro. You told us about her power, but you still haven't told me how strong she is. Luffy. Well, when we fight she will always beat me no matter what I do. Usopp. So if you could defeat someone like Arlong, then does that mean she can beat him easier than you? Luffy. And she's a swordsman like Zoro. Zoro then noticed an island ahead of them. Zoro. Look, it's an island. Everyone then moved to the front of the ship. Nami. If this map is correct, then that's the island where Loguetown is at. Luffy. So, what's so special about Loguetown anyway? Does it have delicious meat? Zoro. I'm pretty sure it's called the City of the Beginning and the End. Nami. It's the town where the old pirate king, Gol D, was born and executed. Luffy. That's where the king of the pirates died? Later they docked at the port and got off the ship. Luffy. This is gonna be fun. Nami. This is where pirates have to go to resupply before entering the Grand Line. We should be careful since this place will be crawling with bounty hunters and marines. Sanji. I can probably stock up on some ingredients here, and women tilde heart, Usopp. I guess I'll go on a shopping spree and find us some equipment. Zoro. I think there should be a swordsmith around here. There's something I need to buy. Nami. I'll be glad to lend you some money. At 300% interest. Luffy. Right, I'll head for the execution platform. Nami. Let's also look for Luffy's sister too. Usopp. So why is Rimuru here in Loguetown? Luffy. She said she'd want to do research and get the stuff we would need for the Grand Line. Usopp. That makes sense. Luffy. See ya. Luffy ran off in excitement. Usopp. Hey wait, we have to pick a meeting place. That's not good. Afterwards the crew scattered to do their thing while asking around for Rimuru's whereabouts. Following Nami, after shopping for clothes, she asked about who to avoid if one is a pirate. Nami. Captain Smoker? Shop owner. He's the toughest marine on the island. You see, this island used to be a hangout for pirates entering the Grand Line, but not anymore. As soon as Smoker took over, any pirate that came here is almost immediately arrested. Some even say he has devil fruit powers. Nami became nervous. Nami. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. By the way, do you know anyone named Rimuru by chance? Shop owner. Oh, yes. She is actually the other person you should be wary of if you were a criminal. Nami. Huh? Shop owner. She is a very powerful swordswoman. She's just as ruthless as Captain Smoker when it comes to catching pirates. I heard that she uses water-based attacks as if she were a fishman, and her body can become water. Because of those powers and skills, she is known as the Tempest. Nami felt even more nervous. Nami. This is bad. If one crazy strong person wasn't enough to worry about, but there are two. That's good to know. But do you happen to know a different person who has the same name? Shop owner. I'm afraid not. The Tempest is the only Rimuru I know of. Afterwards Nami wandered around where she stumbled upon Zoro helping the Marines. After walking away confused about Zoro, she had met up with Usopp, who got into trouble and was challenged to a duel. Meanwhile news of Luffy's bounty has reached a Marine base in Loguetown. A Marine soldier barged into a room where a Marine captain named Smoker is currently in a game with a certain blue-haired woman. Smoker? Eh? Soldier. Captain Smoker. A message from headquarters. Rimuru. Hey, you don't need to shout. The people in this room aren't deaf. Soldier. I am sorry. Smoker. It's fine. Now what was the message? Soldier. Alright. A pirate named Luffy has just arrived at Loguetown, and his bounty is 30 million berries. Rimuru. He's here already. Well, I guess it's time for me to get going. Smoker. 30 million. Huh? I can't wait to congratulate him. Soldier. Sir. This is the pirate that defeated Don Krieg and destroyed Arlong Park. Smoker. Shut your mouth. Suddenly some stacked rocks on the table fell. Rimuru, looks like I win again. Smoker, damn it, his voice made mine collapse. Soldier, I'm sorry, sir. Smoker stood up. Smoker, silence. Your stress is useless. You alone dictate the pace of your battle. Am I wrong? Soldier, no, sir. Rimuru, then why are you so tense? Relax and have some snacks. Rimuru held out a plate full of cookies and offered some to the soldier. Soldier, I appreciate the offer, miss, but I'm good. Rimuru, hey, I haven't seen you around here before. Did you just transfer? Soldier, yes, ma'am. Smoker, calm down. She's not a Marine officer, just a friend that's here to kill time. Soldier, oh. Just then another Marine soldier came into the room. Soldier 2, sir, I've just received word that a pirate crew has just arrived and is requesting assistance at once. Soldier 1, it must be Luffy's crew. How'd they do that? I just got this poster. Rimuru then approached the soldier and snatched the wanted poster from him. Rimuru, I'd better leave now. From what I understand, the first report says that Luffy arrived at Loguetown, and pirates just arrived at this town. Well, Smoker, it's been nice hanging out with you, but I'll be looking for Luffy before I leave. Smoker? Leave? Is your brother already here? Rimuru, yup, so after I find this guy, I'll be leaving. Smoker, well, take care of yourself. Rimuru, you too. Rimuru then left. Smoker, even now, she still won't tell me about her brother. The only information she gave me about him is that he's apparently an idiot. All right, men, let's go. This may actually be interesting. Smoker then exits the room. Soldier 2, sir? Smoker, I'm just talking to myself. Soldier 1, so who was that girl earlier? Soldier 2, right, you just transferred. Well, she is a bounty hunter known as the Tempest. Soldier 1, really? She's the Tempest. Meanwhile with Zoro, he is looking for swords at a sword shop where he is having problems finding a cheap sword. He then encountered a woman named Tashigi who resembled a deceased friend he had. After breaking her glasses without thinking, she had him pay it back by temporarily working as a janitor at a Marine base. After some scuffle with the Marines while mopping the floor, Zoro took money from them and paid back Tashigi and left her a note saying that he was given money from some guys and that they got attacked. Zoro then left and found a sword shop. The store owner then noticed Zoro's sword and tries to swindle it from Zoro, but Zoro kept refusing the offers. Just then Tashigi showed up with new glasses and geeked out after seeing it, and stated that the sword's name is Wado Ichimonji, and its actual price. Zoro then looked into a barrel of cheap swords and picked up a sword which gave him a weird feeling. Tashigi then went through her almanac of legendary swords and stated that its name is Sandai Kitetsu. As Tashigi urged Zoro to buy it, the store owner refused to sell it, stating that the sword and others of its grade are cursed and that those who wield the swords are doomed to die. Zoro, sounds great. I think I'll take it. Store owner, I can't sell it, you fool. If something happened to you, then the curse will then go to me. Just then his wife hit him in the head while saying that he should let Zoro buy it. Zoro, we'll see. How about we find out which is stronger, the sword's curse or my luck? Zoro then tossed the Kitetsu in the air and held out his arm to the shock of everyone. The sword spun around and embedded itself in the floor without even scratching Zoro. Zoro, I'll take it. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Zoro went to pick up Kitetsu and glanced at Tashigi. Zoro, hey, pick out another. You've got a good eye. Tashigi, okay. Store owner, you wait here. Just as Tashigi stood up to pick out another sword for Zoro, the store owner stopped her and ran to the back. He then came back holding a new sword and a serious look on his face. Store owner, this one is covered in a black lacquer finish with an unraveled edge. My shop is small, but this is the finest sword I have in my possession. Its name is Yubashiri. Zoro, I told you I'm broke. It's too much. Store owner, no matter. I'll give it to you free of charge if you'll take it. You're welcome to the Kitetsu as well. I haven't come across a real swordsman in a while. I'm sorry I tried to cheat you before. You must have some damn good luck. Zoro, thanks a lot. Zoro then picked up both swords and was about to leave when he remembered something. Zoro, oh yeah, I'm looking for someone. Would you guys happen to know anyone named Rimuru? Store owner, are you referring to the Tempest? Zoro, Tempest? Why is she called that? Tashigi, well, Despite being a bounty hunter, she's a bit of a local hero. She would often play with the children or help out people in their work, so she's pretty popular in town. Shop owner. Yeah, but whenever there are pirates or any criminal in general causing trouble, she would use her devil fruit powers and blast them with water, and her swordsmanship is as ferocious as a storm, which gave her that title. Zoro? Water? If this Tempest's devil fruit is water and not slime, then she can't be Luffy's sister. Tashigi. She would usually stick around the base, so if you're looking for her then that's where she'd be. But since you left, you probably missed her. Are you her brother who came to pick her up by chance? Zoro. No, I'm not. And from what you told me, the Tempest is a different person from who I'm looking for. Shop owner. Well, sorry to tell you, but the Tempest is the only Rimuru that I know of. Tashigi. Yeah, same here. Zoro. It's fine, I'll just keep asking around and look for her myself. Zoro then left the store. Meanwhile, somewhere at a rundown bar known as the Gold Roger, Smoker stopped by to get a drink. After reminiscing about the time he saw Roger get executed, a Marine soldier stopped by to have a wanted poster posted. Soldier. Hey, here's a new wanted poster. Put it where everyone can see it. He then got startled after he saw Smoker. He saluted him and dropped the wanted poster. Soldier. Captain Smoker. Apologies, sir. Smoker noticed Luffy's wanted poster. When he picked it up, he was shocked that not only had he already seen him, but he also shared the same last name as Rimuru. Smoker. Gather all the Marines and have them gather at the town square. Have them search for Tempest. Smoker then heads off in Luffy's direction while leaving the soldier confused. Smoker. So that kid earlier is the pirate that defeated those pirates, huh? What's more, he's Rimuru's brother. Rimuru, just what are you trying to do? Elsewhere in Loguetown, a mysterious group of cloaked people have gathered. Alright men, let's split into groups and search for the brat with the straw hat. All in the group. Yes, Captain Buggy. Buggy. Shush. Not so loud, you idiots. What if someone overhears my name? I don't want to deal with the Marines before I kill that brat. One of the cloaked people, now revealed as Buggy, smacked everyone in his crew. Buggy pirates. Sorry, sir. Hey, is something wrong? Everyone flinched, startled by someone suddenly speaking to them. They all looked at the direction of the voice and saw Rimuru. Rimuru, can I help you guys? Many of the Buggy pirates started to gawk at Rimuru. Buggy pirates. Whoa, she's cute. Rimuru. Ah, thanks. A woman leaned closer to Buggy to whisper something. Whisper, Buggy, this is bad. Buggy. Whisper, how so? This girl doesn't seem like a threat, Alvida. Alvida. Whisper, I've heard of a famous bounty hunter on this island named Rimuru and she's called the Tempest. And this girl matches her description. Buggy. Whisper, really? Then what makes her so dangerous? Alvida. Whisper, from what I've heard, she once sparred with Smoker, who ate a devil fruit which turned him into a smoke man, and she even punched him. Buggy became scared and started sweating bullets. The others in the group overheard their conversation and were shocked. Buggy pirates. She can punch smoke? Rimuru. Who can punch smoke? Buggy. Oh, it's nothing. Don't mind us. Hee 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 hee. Buggy made a nervous laugh. Buggy. Holy crap. This is bad. If she can punch someone with Logia powers, then she could use hockey. Why in hell is there a hockey user outside the Grand Line? Buggy snapped out of his train of thought. Buggy. Well anyway, we're just having a, reunion. Yeah, a little reunion. We were just about to say our farewells, so see you guys. Buggy then gathered everyone together and whispered. Buggy. Whisper, alright men, let's split up and find that brat as soon as possible. Then they all split up, leaving Rimuru confused. Rimuru, that was odd. Back to Smoker, he had reached the town square where he saw Luffy climbing up the tower. Smoker. Hey, you kid. Luffy. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you wait a minute? Smoker. Are you him? Rimuru's twin brother and the guy with the biggest bounty in the East Blue? Luffy. Wait, you know Rimuru? Where is she? The crowd that's gathered started to mumble and gossip, surprised that Rimuru's brother had arrived. Smoker. No, I don't. I'm Captain Smoker of the Marines and I'm in charge of keeping the peace here. Monkey D. Luffy, you're under arrest. Everyone? What? Both the crowd and the Marine soldiers were surprised that the local hero, the Tempest, had a criminal for a brother. Luffy? Arrest? Forget that. I'm here to pick up my sister so we could go to the Grand Line and become the Pirate Kings. Smoker. What? Luffy. And I refuse to get arrested in this town. Smoker. Then you'll have to go through me first. You can't enter the Grand Line without being able to beat me first. That's the rule around these parts. Luffy. So you're saying I can't get to the Grand Line unless I can beat you first? Then you're on. The crowd began to clear out to watch the fight between Smoker and the brother of the Tempest, as they assume he's as strong as his sister. Smoker. Let's get started. Luffy. Gum gum. But as soon as he was about to punch Smoker, his legs got stuck on the tower and he dropped down. Smoker. The hell? He's made of rubber? Luffy. No fair. My legs got stuck. Smoker. Hey, get down from there. This kid is as stupid as Rimuru said. Luffy. I'm not here because I wanted to. I'm stuck. Luffy pulled himself free and threw a punch at Smoker. Luffy. Gum gum pistol. Smoker dodged and kicked Luffy so hard he was sent flying. Smoker. Is this kid seriously worth 30 million berries? He's not even as strong as his sister. Smoker landed multiple blows on Luffy. Smoker. Too weak. Judging by his strength, he can't use hockey. Luffy. Gum gum whip. Luffy tries to kick Smoker but got his foot wrapped around a fountain. He then got pulled by his leg and was flung far away. Luffy. Ah, crap, I missed. Smoker. He's definitely an idiot like Rimuru said. Men, scour the area. Look for Tempest. Soldiers. Yes, sir. The Marines then split up to search for Rimuru. Smoker. I'm sure that Brat will be back. I guess I'll go back to base and wait for Tashigi.